Pesach. Pesach is such a busy time, but we want to be busy with the right things, and we want to be able to infuse our lives with more light, and at the same time change practically, take on practical ideas in order to enhance our lives, especially for women. So I'm going to share ideas with you on how the Jewish woman can infuse her life with light, remove the chametz in her life, and chametz is the Yetzirah, which tells us what to do, even though it's the wrong thing. And it is for us, it is a time for us to take charge of our lives, to overcome the Yetzirah, to control the Yetzirah. And I'm going to share with you 6 practical tips on how the Jewish woman can enhance her Pesach with taking the right steps and becoming the better woman, the better Eshet Chayil. We're already doing so much. We might as well enhance and become better and take steps to improve. I want to begin by sharing 3 tips on how to infuse our lives with light in order for us to become this better Eshet Chayil, this better woman of valor. Before we were free people, before the Jews were freed, Paro sensed that the Jews wanted to leave and sensed their departure. So he ordered for the Jews to become even busier, gave them more work, tedious work, tiring work. Why? Because when a person isn't thinking, they're extremely busy. So we want to counterbalance that. We want to be busy with the right things. And we want to be busy being on the right track. When a person is on the right track, they can be busy and they can be calm at the same time. So the first practical tip to infuse our lives with more light is to daven. It's to pray. The Yetzirah attacks good, righteous, religious people in a certain way. It doesn't attack us by telling us you're going to eat unkosher food or you're going to turn on the light on Shabbat. And the Yetzirah is not going to retire to the Bahamas to work on his tan. The Yetzirah attacks us on our moods. We wake up in the morning, we say, we're having a blah day, we feel overwhelmed, we feel frustrated, we feel unappreciated, we pity ourselves, we're judgmental, and we feel sorry for ourselves. And that's the Yetzirah. It starts off with our moods, and it just takes a hike after that. It's like we just get overwhelmed by that. We get sucked into that, feeling sorry for ourselves, feeling bad, feeling overwhelmed. And these moods create a danger in the way we serve Hashem. Instead, we can pray and say, Hashem, please help me to overcome my Yetzirah. Hashem, please enable me to do mitzvot that you gave me with love. And the second one is to be busy with these mitzvahs. Be busy. Make yourself very, very busy. Of course, we want to put thought into what we're doing. We want to put thought into all the mitzvot that we're doing. We want to infuse meaning into our lives and think about how privileged we are to do the mitzvot. When you are busy doing what is right, there's less of a chance you will be involved in doing other things that don't have any value. So we want to be busy with mitzvot, and chesed starts in the home. We want to take care of our families. We want to give them what they need. We want to address their needs calmly and with love. Step 3, fill yourself up with gratitude. There is Geula in the air. Pesach time, there's Geula in the air. So Hashem is giving us so many opportunities to do mitzvot, to do chesed. Between Purim and Pesach, it's an incredibly busy time. It's such a busy time. And Hashem gives us enhanced opportunities to do these mitzvot. The shopping lots are full. The lines are long. Traffic, everybody's home. Everybody's in the way and everybody's being annoying. We have to be grateful that we can make Pesach. We have to be grateful that we have a family at home, a healthy family. That we don't live in a ghost town that we did like we did in Corona, that we didn't go to each other's homes, that we were afraid to visit each other. We need to prepare for Pesach during this time with the mindset of L'Shem Mitzvahs Achavas Chesed, So I'm doing it because I'm doing it for a mitzvah. I love chesed. I'm doing it for you, Hashem. In this way, you create a pipeline, and that pipeline is connected to the reservoirs of kedusha, of holiness, that fill our lives up with light. You're doing what you're doing anyway. You're cleaning, you're preparing, you're organizing anyway. Put it in the mindset of, I'm doing it l'shem shamayim. I'm doing it l'shem mitzvah zachavas chesed. I'm doing it for you, Hashem. I am your partner in here to bring more light into the world. The plan of Hashem is always to build. The more circumstances that we have in our lives, the more possibility that we have of things occurring that we may not like. But these circumstances in our lives may not always feel good, but they are due to Hashem building us. The more we flood ourselves with light, the more we will be able to see the hand of Hashem in our lives. Okay, and now for the 6 tips for the Jewish woman in order for her to remove that Yetzer Hara. Obviously, hopefully we will live till 120 years, and the Yetzer Hara always stays with the person. But the Yetzer Hara changes, and it never retires until the person leaves this world. And it's, every day, wakes up early in the morning, it's ready to go. And it's ready to attack us. But we want to embrace these 6 ideals and not to get stuck in the wrong value system. So this Pesach, try to enhance your avoda, your beautiful mitzvot in honoring Pesach, and try to take small steps in order to become a better Jewish woman, a better woman of valor, and hopefully Hashem will enable us to be so. Okay, number 1 is compliments. We said before that darkness is, in the previous videos, darkness is when we are in search for honor, right? We want people to compliment us. Don't try to seek compliments. When we don't see compliments from our families, we are grateful for what we're doing anyway. So it's a privilege. Anybody who serves the king, even a physical king, right? A kings that we can see. Anyone who's lucky enough to open the door for a king, to eat from the hand of a king, they're so lucky. So we are so lucky to serve Hashem. We don't need anybody to compliment us. So when you know your value, you don't need anybody to compliment you. Of course, it's nice to hear it, but don't look for it. Don't wait for it. Your family will not know how much you're doing anyway, but if you're doing what you're doing happily, they will in turn compliment you more than before, more than even expected. And of course, they will learn from you as well. Number 2 is appreciation. For us, not to seek appreciation. For us, why? Because we didn't really do everything that we're doing. Hashem did it. Hashem gave us the tools. Hashem gave us the physical ability, the energy, and the time. It may be hard for us to internalize that, but if a person is physically unable to do something, no matter how much they want to do it, they won't be able to if Hashem doesn't will it. We don't blink if Hashem doesn't want us to blink. We can't pick up a finger. We can't walk unless Hashem wants us to. I recently, heard of a person who just literally was doing the simple things, around the house and just really, really, really hurt themselves. It was just very simple. Nothing crazy. And unfortunately, they really injured themselves and they will have to go through therapy for many months. So it's a gift that we're healthy and we're able to do things. Number 3 is respect. Don't seek respect from everyone around you. Yes, the person who acts dignified, respects others, will get that kind of respect. When you respect yourself and you treat yourself with respect, automatically you teach people how to treat you. Number 4 is standing out. If you're making a gorgeous Pesach table, you don't need to make it so original to make everybody else jealous. If you're doing it and the people who are coming won't get jealous, you never know. But if it's in you, enjoy it. But you don't have to stand out. Don't try to beat the person who you went to or who makes the table so gorgeous. It's really not important. It's not written anywhere. It's the stress that we create in ourselves, but it's really not necessary. Being humble is the best way to be. If you enjoy it, don't go over the top. It's really not something that is going to make other people feel good, most likely. Number 5 is showing off. Showing off how much you have. Showing off how much you were able to do for Pesach. As we said in the previous videos, do not tell people what you're up to, what you're doing, even if it's your sister, even if it's somebody close to you, because the stress, the tension is already there. We have the stress anyway. We can turn it into a good kind of stress that we're excited for the holiday to come and really prepare for it. But anything that's unnecessary, just talk about the weather, talk about how the kids are doing, and really cut conversation short. We're not going to help anyone by showing off how much we are able to do or we're able to do. The last one is number 6, perfection. Try not to seek perfection in yourself. The Seder won't be canceled. And if you're listening to this video when it's after Pesach, try not to seek perfection in your life, a perfection within yourself. A person who easily can forgive themselves knows that I'm here for 120 years to perfect myself, can easily forgive herself, can easily forgive others, and it's just pleasant to be around. Everybody wants to be at home with a mommy who's flexible, who's calmer. And we all, no matter how good we are in those midot of being calm, we can be better. We can improve ourselves. We can smile more. We can do that chesed without expecting anything. So remember, the Yetzer Hara wants us to have honor, wants us to be jealous of other people, and wants us to live, to desire things that it's not good for us and that we don't have. So when we work on these midot, we counterbalance it. And that is chametz. The Yetzer Hara is chametz. And hopefully we will be zoche, we will merit to overcome the Yetzer Hara and infuse our lives with more light. Appreciating some of the insights of Rebbetzin Esther Bela Schwartz, and as well as my own, Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming. Awakening awareness of your greatness and potential.